Does Iwan know the reporter? Does she work in Sydney? Does she want to write a story? Do you know her name?
Do you feel hungry? Do you want some sandwiches?
Nah, untuk menyampaikan kembali pertanyaan-pertanyaan tadi sesudah percakapan selesai.
Does Iwan know the reporter?
He asked if Iwan knew the reporter.
Does she work in Sydney?
He asked if she worked in Sydney. Do you want some sandwiches?
She asked if she wanted some sandwiches.
Kalau kita mengubah pertanyaan-pertanyaan tadi menjadi tidak langsung, maka pertanyaan itu kita jadikan kalimat berita. Jadi, kata-kata do dan does tidak diperlukan lagi. Coba dengarkan.
Does Iwan know the reporter?
Dan kalau dijadikan pertanyaan tidak langsung, akan berbunyi,
He asked if Iwan knew her.
untuk menunjukkan bahwa suatu pertanyaan bersifat tidak langsung, kita pakai ungkapan
He asked if.
Kemudian, bentuk kata kerja dalam pertanyaan itu kita ubah.
Iwan knew her.
Coba ucapkan contoh berikut, bagian demi bagian. Siap, saudara-saudara?
He asked if Iwan knew her.
Sekarang, coba ulangi kalimat seluruhnya.
He asked if Iwan knew her.
Bagus. Coba saudara ubah contoh berikut menjadi pertanyaan tidak langsung.
Does she live in Sydney?
Coba dengarkan dan ulangilah.
He asked if she lived in Sydney.
Bagus. Sekarang coba saudara ubah pertanyaan-pertanyaan berikut menjadi tidak langsung. Dan ulangilah jawaban yang betul sesudah Jane. Siap, saudara-saudara?
Does Iwan know her?
He asked if Iwan knew her.
Does she want to write a story?
He asked if she wanted to write a story.
Do you know her name?
She asked if he knew her name.
Do you want some sandwiches?
She asked if she wanted some sandwiches.
Saudara pendengar, sekarang mari kita dengarkan wawancara antara Iwan dan wartawan Miss Ellis. Miss Ellis ingin menulis tentang Iwan, karena di Australia terdapat banyak orang yang tertarik pada Indonesia. Banyak orang Australia mengunjungi Indonesia sebagai wisatawan.
Iwan, I want to write a story about you and your impressions of Australia.
Oh, I see.
A lot of people in Australia are interested in Indonesia, and of course many people travel to Indonesia as tourists.
Yes, I know. Have you been to Indonesia?
Yes, I have.
When did you go?
Last year in May, for my holidays.
Where did you go in Indonesia?
I went to Bali and Java.
And where did you go in Java?
I went to Jakarta, then Bandung, then Yogyakarta and Solo, then Semarang and Surabaya.
Well, you've seen a lot of places in Indonesia.
Yes. Where do your family live, Iwan?
They live near Jakarta.
I see. How many people are there in your family?
There are 6 people. My brother and sisters, and my father and mother and me.
How long have you been in Australia?
Nearly 3 years.
When will you go home?
I'll go home at the end of my course.
When will you finish your course?
At the end of next year.
It's a long time, isn't it?
Oh, yes. But they write to me.
How often do they write to you?
About once a week.
And how often do you write to them?
About once a fortnight. Once every 2 weeks.
Saudara pendengar, beberapa dari pertanyaan tadi mulai dengan kata when, where, how often, how many. Mari kita berlatih menyampaikan kembali pertanyaan-pertanyaan seperti itu. Coba dengarkan.
Where do they live?
She asked where they lived.
When will you go home?
She asked when he'd go home.
How many people are there in your family?
She asked how many people there were in his family.
Dalam pertanyaan-pertanyaan tidak langsung tadi, baik kata kerjanya maupun susunan katanya diubah seperti pada pertanyaan tidak langsung lainnya.
Where do they live?
She asked where they lived.
Tetapi kata if kita ganti dengan kata tanya yang dipakai dalam pertanyaan langsung. Dalam contoh tadi, where.
She asked where they lived. She asked where they lived.
Coba ucapkan sesudah Jane.
She asked where they lived.
Nah, sekarang mari kita berlatih. Ubahlah setiap pertanyaan yang saudara dengar menjadi tidak langsung, kemudian ulangilah kalimat yang betul sesudah Jane. Siap, saudara-saudara?
Where do they live?